Robert Peston will host his political magazine show Peston tonight on ITV. The show features major interviews with MPs, topical guests and cultural figures. Peston draws from updates on social media, taking in perspectives from viewers, experts and key players throughout the program. Mr. Peston has had a long career in journalism, working for ITV, the Financial Times and the Telegraph. He also worked as economics editor for the BBC from 2013 and business editor from 2014. Until 2015, when he switched to ITV. During a 2018 interview with the Sunday Times magazine, Mr. Peston commented on how his former colleagues had to make their salaries public, something he said would be a pain in the a. The journalist added that having to justify his earnings would have been a humiliating process. He said, "I think it is a pain in the a to have your salary published. It definitely is. Because of the tension that we all feel, well, I think any sensible person would feel, which is that we all individually feel we deserve to be paid as much as possible. And then when we stand back and look at it in the grand scheme of things, we think, we're all paid way too much. Truthfully, it's very difficult if you're earning considerably more than the national average. Do I genuinely think I am adding significantly more to the welfare of the country than lots of people who do amazing jobs who are paid considerably less than me? I would find it very hard to argue that case. So, I'm bloody lucky that I didn't have to go through what I think must have been a pretty humiliating process. It would have been a massive and rather boring distraction, and I'm just grateful that it didn't happen to me." Despite having previously worked for the BBC, Mr. Peston was also critical of its Brexit coverage during the 2016 referendum on EU membership. In October 2018, he reflected on the broadcaster's coverage, saying it had not always been impartial. He told the Cheltenham Literature Festival, "The problem with the BBC, during the campaign, it put people on with diametrically opposed views and didn't give their viewers and listeners any help in assessing which one was the loony and which one was the genius. I do think that they went through a period of just not being confident enough. Impartial journalism is not giving equal airtime to two people, one of whom says the world is flat and the other one says the world is round. That is not balanced, impartial journalism." During his own coverage of Brexit, Mr. Peston repeatedly warned that the UK economy would be worse off because of the UK's decision to leave the EU. The journalist also reflected on the moment when the Vote Leave campaign sent a complaint to Ofcom accusing ITV of pro-Remain bias. The complaint was dismissed after the group instructed its lawyers to get him off air, The Guardian reported. Mr. Peston said impartial journalism was about weighing the evidence and saying on the balance of probabilities, this is the truth. He added, "It is the role of a journalist to say, we've got these two contradictory arguments, I'm now going to advise all of you which is likely to be closer to the truth." The journalist also addressed the comments he had made on air claiming that, while he felt the UK would be poorer, the Remain side had overdone its negative predictions. He said that the UK would be not massively poorer. "I thought the Project Fear bit of the government's campaign was overdone. But poorer." The journalist has covered economics for years, and also offered his analysis on the future of the Eurozone. In Europe, Peston said there is a lack of political and sustainable union between countries, especially Germany and France. He said, "As long as there is that mistrust, then the Eurozone will continue to struggle.